Hello, my friends, and welcome to episode 4 of my first attempt at beating the Exile DLC of Cultist Simulator. Last episode, we went off to Granada, and there we met Mireia the Visionary. And apart from that, I have a little bit of money on my person. I have a gun, and I know of a weakness of my enemy. I kind of made the decision to follow my temptation of defiance, because fleeing is something that's so Persia or Soviet, I don't know. Whatever might be the case, I don't feel like fleeing. What really fascinated me when I was preparing this episode was I'm just experiencing something like, I don't know, this area here of the map. There's so much more to discover. This DLC is, you have to acknowledge every single of these crosses is a town like the one we just visited, and I'm practically sure that I didn't even scratch the surface of the storylines hidden in those cities. So the Exile DLC offers a very vast amount of content, so let's explore Granada together. And speaking of which, we're going to do exactly that and skulk around this place a little bit. Also, I've decided to immediately seek contact to Mireia and see what we can unturn here, because ultimately my goal is to beat my enemy. I have 45 years left, almost spent half of my resources already. It's going pretty quickly. Mireia bursts into tears. "God has sent you," she gasps. "I have done something, and she breaks down altogether. As far as I can eventually make out, she spied on a cult of the Thunder Skin for one of her paintings. They found out, and now they're coming for her. High in the Alpajuras, there's an enclave of those who dance for the Thunder Skin. They dislike being spied upon, and unless I prevent it, they will enact their dislike on the painter Mireia. I'll have to fight their sendings off and stay awake until dawn." So I didn't expect that when I contacted her. And so is this something? Okay. So, what dear friend is in danger. That's bad, because I'm in danger too. I didn't feel like going on a quest when I went for Granada. I'm already considering to leave. I wanted to stay away from trouble, not get into new trouble. There goes the night. Night over Granada. So I guess I can interact with my temptations again. Oh no, we can't. Wait a sec. Here we go. I was right. It's about the temptations. So I clench my fists, feel the strength in them. The time is coming when I'll stop running sooner than they think. So I guess I can gather fury again with that. And considering that our good friend is in danger, I might be right about gathering some fury. Fury will block my further travel away, but they're already here. Oh my goodness. Events are really taking a downward turn. So now I'm here, stuck with 5 minutes of rage, but maybe we can solve that. So I'm under pressure of the Reckoners again, and I don't really have anything on me. Like, I can't keep just running. I mean, I grabbed a little bit of this and that on my journeys. Like, this is 1/3 of the secrets I need, but I'll need whatever the horned axe is. I still have to acquire it. This DLC feels harder than the base game, to be quite honest. I feel like I'm under constant pressure and constantly in danger. I do like that. This whole DLC feels also way more dynamic than the base game did to begin with. But right now I really feel threatened. So we can go for Avignon. So I really consider running. But we won't be able to run, at least until the rage has subsided. I didn't expect the Reckoners that quickly. I'm tired of running. So maybe I'll try today how long I can fight back before I am forced to run. I mean, 1 wound or 2 might be tools as well. Oh man, this game already alters my way of thinking in a very interesting way. So right now it's just a looming eye over us, so let's put it over here. Oh man. And there goes the first trace. Well, sure, a villa. I think it's a little bit out of my league, friends. Granada, what a place. They toss a villa at me to begin with. And that's what I get a trace for. I mean, sure, I must have looked like a complete idiot walking there, asking for that villa, without a penny in my pocket. Probably had the gun on me. Ah well. Sometimes these fields make me look like a fool. More traces. Oh, that's stacking quite quickly. More opportunities of places turn up. So what's my plan here? I really like to try to pull up some contact or some opportunity to invest into here. So the Reckoners are hesitant. And I need some resources to get at the Duende Midnight. Pretty sure that I can solve a lot of these problems with Blade. But oh man. We're not turning any contacts, so yeah. I'm going to start this anyways. So, do I really need a resource? Let's pick the rage. Whatever. It's conserving the rage. But I'm going to use rage anyways. Like I said, I'm not going to stand down this time that quickly. I think I played the first few towns too careful anyways. So as far as my experiences and my thoughts went, I think I should try to stress out the pressure of my pursuers a little bit longer. A grand townhouse. So I don't know if it's Granada or me, but this place is spitting costly real estates against me in a crazy amount. So what happens here? A busy night lies ahead. 3 momentum means success. There will be complications before that. Okay. So let's see what kind of challenges I get into now. Already on 4 traces. There's no use in trying to solve these. So I need heart or forge. So that's unexpected. So that's a forge aspect. Okay. So cash would be the only forge aspect available to me right now, as far as I can tell. Blades lessons, of course, or Yet's lessons, of course. Nothing I can use here. I feel so ill-equipped all the time. What's here? The Flower Maker's Shadow. It's a pretty powerful thing. Here are sweet airs, here are the beginnings of dreams. Here our thoughts turn to the hour called Flower Maker. Heart or Forge. This is neither of them, so, well, shut up and take my money. We need to get somewhere, and I'm willing to take more risks than before. Although, exploring more of Granada is right now quite dangerous due to the sheer amount of traces I have on me and I'm out of cash. So I could only sell off the gun. Probably gonna do that. Yeah, let's do this. I feel bad with having no money on me. Okay. Maybe I spied out having too early. Maybe I went there too early, and here we go. I've learned to listen to my instincts, and my instincts are telling me someone's working against me. Yeah, and with 4 traces, somebody stronger might come right ahead. So there's some cash for the gun. Practically traded the gun right back. So did we gain momentum at least? A lolloping whirl of furred, clawed music demands my immediate attention. A percussigant. So, hard, grail, or edge. 8 points of that. It's not that easy to come by. So, I hope I can pay in partial amounts. So... what's that meaning? An asset that might travel with you. I really keep being, I don't know what these symbols want to tell me here at this point. So, is this the complete worth of this operation? Oh well. This game still, I played it so long, it still keeps confusing me. I love it for that. So, ultimately, I think it's time to go for the Grail solution I have here. That's at least 6 points of that. And maybe it'll get me somewhere. So what's happening here? The they're sabotaging me. I don't want to bribe them with a decade. Like, bribing them with a decade, that sounds crazy. Can I flee at this point? No. I still am bound with the rage I invested into that, so, well, let's see what happens once I have no more assets, because, I don't have too much anymore. Otherwise, they'll destroy a random asset, so, let's see what that means, because I have no clue what they would pick now next. So, lantern, heart, or winter. So we're going to go for this. So what does it take now when I don't have anything to take? Because I'm pretty sure I don't have anything to take. So, yeah. Without resources, this event is just passing by. And now they're happy with me stripped of all my resources. I'm going to sell a year. Just now, while they're sending for the superior. To have some cash on me. So... we made it, obviously. So what did I, A percussigant pelt. If you present this to Mireia as proof of your success, you'll be still to keep it afterwards. Okay. I'll have to stay 2 more minutes until Mireia, reappears, but that's okay. So what's that? A Reckoner Underboss. Okay, so these guys can attack, steal, and summon somebody worse. So what goes next? So more theft and sabotage. So I'm going to lose that money immediately? No. This is bad. This is really bad. They're starting to nail me down. Let's search Granada for an answer to these problems. I need connections here. I need to make a move, you know? Because this cash will be gone. No. Or even worse, the pelt. Just hope it'll be the cash. No. Oh my goodness. That's quite brutal. So, now I can defend myself with the means that I have on my hands, but oh my goodness. I can't reap the rewards for this event. Okay. So this is kind of like really bad. The real fun part about this game so far is whatever I do, I feel like I keep making horrible choices. I try to do good things, but it comes out worse I end up worse every time I try to do something. So, more attention, more traces. They're coming after me. No. What did I think when I did that? So... let's see what that'll do. So, I can't offer any skin to her. They stole that from me. So this basically broke this event chain. Damn. So I have a pursuer's wound. Okay. So with the right connections, I'm able to fight back. I see. So my rage has subsided. I'm going to flee to Avignon and try my best to learn from my mistakes. I've set up this goal for such a long time beforehand. I'm concerned that I'm not going to shake them off again. Oh, goodness. I feel like I'm doing so many things wrong. and I am. I'm pretty sure that I am. But let's see. Making mistakes is human. And being human is maybe something good. Maybe something bad, who knows. Mr. Joju has invited me to dine in the rooms he keeps by the Palais the pub. So, let's see if I can make it better this time. Last city's stay was very, very unfortunate, but I mean, what did I actually lose? 2 years of my stocks. It's nothing else. It was just a very unpleasant experience overall. Yeah, not much damage has been done, and I understood more of the system there. I'm still a little bit I don't know why I succeeded in the last expedition. Like, I must have read the numbers wrong. But yeah, let's meet with Joju. He's a smuggler. Let's see what he has to tell. Sounds like alone meeting him will bring traces on me, who knows. So, Joju has a proposal. There are treasures for the taking in the Chateau Tarascon. There's also the possibility of a monster. But, he points out, after all, where there are no monsters, we generally invent our own. He begins to illustrate this with reference to recent European history, but fortunately at this point the wine arrives. So, as a smuggler, of course, he had some good bounty spot to tell. The family of the Duc de Tarascon has long been rumored to breed monsters. They've employed French and German deserters to guard their mist-shrouded chateau. This sounds like a very, very unpleasant place. This smuggler played the situation down in a very blatant way. So, no money at my disposal. Let's scout Avignon a little bit. So, possibly the next time the Reckoners arrive that early at a scene, possibly I should just toss the scene. Because without some preparations, without some connections I've made, it's pretty hard to fend off the sabotage attempts. And I really learned out of the last confrontation that the sabotage is a really powerful tool to stop you from evolving if you're not able to defend yourself against that. So this time we're going to use the sunset with the escape temptation to create a moment of peace. Like, maybe we're going to need that in the future. So, I don't know, should I go for that chateau? I possibly should. But not without the blade available. I don't feel like going in there without some proper resources. So, Art and Winter in the Tranquility, and this guy has a pretty high knock aspect. Okay. So the lore behind these aspects is surprisingly entertaining, but part of the main game, if you may say so. The story which revolves before the Exile DLC, which I didn't play completely, sadly, so I myself am not really seeing the whole picture here, but you don't need to see the whole picture to enjoy these games. No. It's not how the how Cultist Simulator is designed. Okay, we're getting another opportunity for medical credentials, and I'm going to get that, but I need a connection to do this. Oh, I forgot. So let's explore a little bit longer. Like, I would go for the chateau if I had this one here available, because if I get warned about monsters, I certainly want to have some sort of self-defense available. An official connection sounds very good. Who doesn't go for a year or two? What's that? A light in the skull. Oh, I haven't seen that in quite some time. So these are usually some good events. At least in the base Cultist Simulator game, this is a good field. So I now have a official connection available. So I'm going to use it for some medical credentials. Medical credentials I can turn into money if the need arises quickly, or get some more steady income out of that with some location. So let's see. An erudition. Alright. Erudition can be used with study to gain reason, but I can't study. So what's the use of that? Now I am confused. But in a good way. So let's see what I'll unturn here. With the medical credentials, I'll need a location to operate from. I already have experience as Dr. Icon, but sadly we had to leave before I could reap the benefits of my operation. Something viscous and sweet. A grail curio. It'll cost 2 cash, I think. Yeah. Could pay with the medical credentials. So Red Temptation sure does sound like something wicked. I don't want to go for the monster hunting. I don't feel like this is a smart idea. Every time I went headlong into something like that, it ended up bad for me. I'm going to establish myself in this town as steady and careful as I can. So it's all about applying the proper amount of pressure. Like, apply as much pressure as you can allow yourself to. So we have left a trace. So we're going to buy ourselves some underworld connections. Connections are very, very valuable. Even though traces are unnerving, well, I can remove them after all, with enough connections. Or I'll just get myself ready to fight. Obviously, as I've seen, the Reckoners are not immortal. I've wounded them. If it bleeds, I can kill it, you know? But I'll need a proper advantage. So there's a secluded villa. Well, I'll pay that off the money in my left pocket. 8 coins. That's much. So maybe I'm going to monster hunt here. So I think, is that something I can take with me, which adds up some I mean, I can't take the erudition with me. Why? How? For what? To what end? Doesn't even have a real aspect, or well, this is something I don't understand yet, but maybe I'll do at some point. Feel free to enlighten me if you understand it, because this is one of those things I feel like I'm going to take quite some long time until I understand it on my own. So let's see. I created another trace, but I unturned a discreet office. That's exactly my avenue. So we're creating too many traces though. That's a problem. I can remove traces only with the assistance of 2 people. I do have 1 connection, but I do also have 2 traces, so that's not enough. I don't want to waste my connections to just run away. So lantern or forge. It's usually the spot where you turn in some money. So, well, it would be a little bit of a big gun and also not the right aspect. So, I'm already failing here. Is that the the nameless name of the velvet has passed this way. This mist is the hem of her grey garment. It'll be hell to find a way through. It's already hell to read that out aloud. So I strongly believe you guys. So, what do I do here about that? The only thing I can perceive is to reconnoiter Avignon another time, and well, I'm going to sell some lifetime. It seems to me like I should have brought up some cash beforehand, but well, I'm still new to this whole expedition system here. This stuff got revamped some DLCs ago, and I didn't play during that time. So more opportunities for real estates that I don't need, which are creating traces with no end. Oh man. So there go the Reckoners. But I'm ready, or at least I try to be. So, someone else would have given up. Occasionally, you'll defeat a complication even if you lack the right aspects. So, seems like I got lucky, and I got some cash. Alright. And I got some Dawn. That's also something good. So the Dawn will last until I can see the next challenge, so I can check out what kind of material I need. No, I don't. Okay. I'm going to follow the escape temptation for now. Because I already have some offensive aspects on me. So we're going to need Edge or Grail. So, do I have any larger Grail responses? So, I'm going to use my underworld connection to that. Noisy, messy, necessary. Now I'll have to clean my boots. Okay, sure sounds nasty. So I'll have some tranquility at my hands. And let's keep scouting Avignon. Oh, I need to break up another decade. So, the Reckoners are hesitant, but with this amount of traces, it's only a matter of time until they return to hunt me down. So, purchase an antique guitar, a hard rarity. I don't seem to be able to get money that easily. So we're going to purchase us some little real estate here. Let's keep scouting Avignon. It seems hard to me to not amass bigger amounts of traces during the play. It's something I really wonder how I could avoid that. So let's go for the medical credentials here. So let's see what I can do. So, business hours. There we go. So now we have a creature of crushing strength lurks here. Some monsters are the lionsmith's children, some are echidnas, some are both. Others are worse. So it seems to me, yeah, so all the assets from the other, I see. So the assets stack together and form a certain amount of pressure. I see. So here I do have the 6 heart I need to solve that. Now I begin to understand. So, sure, an opportunity to buy myself a grand townhouse. Nothing more likely. So far, the Reckoners are leaving me alone. And, that's good. That's really good. I now understood how this event system works, and I hope you did as well, so feel free if there are still questions to you. So I have 6 heart available, and I need 4 heart. Wonderful. So Munich has uncovered. Alright, but I'll keep scouting Avignon. I'm not done with this place yet. So, the price. And this is where I'm going to cut this episode. We're going to see and fetch our price in the next episode. And I guess we're going to flee to Munich in the next chapter of our travels. But who knows? Maybe I'm able to shake off my pursuers this time. Feel free to leave me your thoughts. I would be super happy to hear from you. Apart from that, give me your support if you want to. I can use every like, every share with your friends, and subscription to my channel. But yeah, do whatever feels good for you. And I hope you come back for the next episode when we will see what this spooky castle has unturned. Bye bye.